Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory, yes. Back on good old Satisfactory, ready for another day. Ready to continue our modded playthrough. And if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager. So you download and install mods for yourself, yes. So we're back on here. You're probably wondering where I am currently. But before we get to that, it is a Friday, so hopefully you all are looking forward to a great weekend, and I do hope that you all have a great weekend. Just in case I forget to say it at the end. Sometimes I do. It happens. But yeah, where we are currently is we need more copper. We are not bringing in enough copper ore currently to run the system at full speed. So we needed more copper, so I went out in search of more copper. So this is where we're at. There's 3 copper nodes here. Now in the normal game, these are all pure, apparently, all 3 of them, but in my game, I have 1 pure and 2 normals. So we have, I need to retype that. We have 1200 copper per minute that we need to add to our board as well. So I just went for the box standard train station here. I don't even know if I'm gonna put walls on it. I don't know if I care to be honest. But if we go over here, see there's a mine there, and then over here it's a little bit laggy in this area for some reason. I don't know why, but it just is. And I have lowered down my graphics to try and get a little more FPS because I was noticing some FPS drops recently. Things are starting to get a little more laggy and stuff like that. But you know, that is what it is. But yeah, so we got 1200 copper. We got 2 300s and 1 600. They're both overclocked, or all 3 of them are overclocked. And we just kind of have an end station here. It does have a bypass just in case I ever need it, but I don't think we're ever going to need it. And I've got a new modded train here as well. This is the upgradable locomotive, so it's just like all the others, but this is Copper Train 2, which is already set up and ready to go. So the only thing I need to do is test it. So let's back up just a wee bit. That should be good enough. And I turn on the self-driving. So we just got to test this train. I'd just do it right at the beginning of the episode. I didn't want to show off building this train station because we've had enough of that already. We have quite a bit. Yeah. And these train stations are completely full of copper ore. So we'll be taking copper ore all the way to the city. Hopefully, we're bringing in enough copper that we can keep the system full without having to have a midpoint station where we transfer from one train to the next. So basically, we're at the copper line as well. So I built a bridge. I actually raised up this train line. If you remember, this is right by that massive area with the lake and stuff. I just raised the train line up and then gave it an intersection. So it's not there's no longer a steep hill on either side of that valley. The train line's much higher now because I had to have the intersection there. So that's why that is. Yeah, this train should work just fine as it goes through our system. Our massive train line system, so it's just one more train station added to the list. One more train added to the trains list as well. There's a bauxite train taking up the intersection. We're probably gonna. I think we have to wait until it climbs the hill. Once it gets past the hill, then we can go. I didn't want a block section halfway up the hill or anything like that. So because trains stopping on a hill when they're the AI, and I think it does have. It also happens while you're driving. But the train stopping halfway up a hill, like when it's this steep, the trains will have to roll backwards for a little bit and then start climbing the hill. So that's why I didn't. I don't have that. And there's a massive oil train going back. Oh yeah. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, the FPS is still pretty darn low, and I have lowered my graphics down too high from, ultra. So the train is going to take this way. Interesting that it's going to go against traffic. I figured they'd go left. I mean, if I set it up that way, I could probably get it to work, to where they went with traffic each time. We might set that up eventually. I'll probably forget, but yeah, that's what it is. Okay, and we're going down the spiral. That's what I was hoping for. This spiral is so dang long. Freaking crazy thing. Around we go. Okay, which way are we going? Going this way. Sweet. This is just what I wanted. And now we join the copper line. Very, very nice. Coming at the bottom end of the city. Still haven't done supports for that yet. I'll get there though. See how thick that is though? Look at that. It's a full foundation thick, including the ramps on the bottom side and the top side. I also finished the wall over here. Wow, this train is slow. If you remember, there's a curve right here for a superhighway. I finally managed to get actual walls on it, so it looks a little better. Same with this side here. Into the Underground Rail Network. Jeez, this train has no power. Like, come on, man. And that other train, that iron train is waiting. And plus, we're probably gonna need to put another copper train station eventually too for the nuclear pasta, because that takes a lot of concrete powder. Or concrete powder. Sorry, a lot of copper powder. And a lot of machines and stuff like that. The copper powder, or the amount of copper that you need for copper powder is insane, because you need a lot of copper powder per minute. To even do one nuclear pasta per minute, I think isn't that, it's either an overclocked machine, or or you need two of them, the particle accelerator. In order to make those nuclear pastas. Pretty darn crazy, if you ask me. Anyway, so yeah, the whole reason that I needed to make this train station was because we needed more copper ore coming in. Because we're low on copper ore, so. Well, I mean, like, as far as per minute, we are very low on copper ore. Hop out here. As you're done with that train ride, that train can then go back and forth. It doesn't matter. I'm also going to need to get more materials too. Again, I forget to get all my materials before the episode starts. And because that train station was going to end up being so close, I didn't take much with me. So. Also, we need to go to the sink. So you're probably wondering, well, why copper? Why do the copper now? Is because we need copper ingots for the aluminum sheets, which is why. Because today, in today's episode, we're going to be setting up starting to set up anyway. We're going to be starting to set up our aluminum sheets and aluminum casings factory. We're going to put them both together because they both take the aluminum ingots and they're both aluminum product. It's like we might as well just put them in the same damn building, you know, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I need to sync this. So this, and this. Sort. Yeah, some carcasses there. Oh, we got some of this as well. And yeah, I did take aluminum sheets with me. That's all Mark 5 at that copper station. I mean, we might as well start, right? So that, and... Okay. So now we just need to get some concrete together again. So we're gonna need it. We are definitely going to need copper. Well, we need copper too, but concrete. So get started on that factory. I'm still deciding on whether I want to leave both blocks separate or if I want to make it one big building. Because making it one big building is interesting because it kind of breaks up the whole grid thing, and it allows for more room. Like you get a few more foundations out of it for the buildings. It's for the building itself. But if we leave it at two separate buildings, then it'll also be fine. So we're just going to take all the concrete we can take, except for the one stack. Yeah. We don't want to overfill ourselves. Probably going to need other stuff as well eventually. But that shall be figured out momentarily. Yeah, I think we should leave it two separate buildings. So we're going to have to separate between aluminum sheets and aluminum casings. I don't remember how much we're going to need of each. I'm going to just assume, though, that we need, if we do, say, like, aluminum casings here and aluminum sheets there, that should be fine. Oh, let's go check it out. So like this building here, this one does both steel beams and steel pipe. That's why it's one big building. Now the only reason it's one big building though is because we only want one entrance per side for the central for the center of the city. We only want one entrance per side and not multiples. So that's why that's all. Whoops, what did I come down here? What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Because I don't know what I know. Anyway. So aluminum casings, we needed 5 per minute and then 150 sheets per minute. We're probably going to need different now that I've upped the recipe. Yeah, like I said, so aluminum sheets, 150 per minute is quite a lot. What if we need that many sheets for? This is because I did 10 machines. Aluminum. Okay, see, we need copper ingots, that's why I did that. Okay. So, if we did 30 per minute, and we did 10 machines, that'll be 300 per minute. And we can fit that easily. Yeah, I think we just do 10 each. Well, can we support that though? So we need 300 there. And then this one, 90 per minute. That's 900, so 9, 10, 11, 1200 per minute. What are we producing as far as aluminum ingots? Oh, I never did write that down, did I? Let's do the copper real quick and then we'll figure that one out. So copper, yeah, you can see we needed 1800 per minute currently. And we were doing 1000 50. So let's grab ourselves an architectural ladder. I should just leave the ladders on here, to be honest. I don't know why I keep taking them off for some reason. I'm just like, I don't need that ladder no more, and I remove it then 5 minutes later. Oh, I need that ladder again. So this is copper. Let's just make sure. And, oh, I can't reach that sign. Okay. So it's the second one for the top, yes. Alright. So instead of 1050, we need to put 2250? Because we have 1200 coming in extra on top of this. And say we put this at just 1000 instead of 1050, plus 1200. So 1000 plus 1200 is 2200, and then 2250. So weird math. 2250. All right. Sweet. And we're only consuming 1850 per minute. But I'm wondering if that's incorporated in this. I bet it's not. I bet you I never added it. Okay. So let's figure out how many ingots we're producing currently. We do have quartz crystal. Yeah. We'll go put up some signs on that factory. I need to make an entrance for it. Oh yeah, so I don't know if you guys seen the yesterday's thumbnail. Well, of course you've seen yesterday's thumbnail if you were here last episode. But we did not do this building last episode, but it was in the thumbnail. I did it right after the episode because I wanted a decent enough screenshot, so I went ahead and built this real quick. Real quick. Took me like an hour to get all the beams and stuff in place. But I wanted it to make it look. I wanted to make it look like it was bands, like black bands coming over the ingots, like it is in the picture. That was basically my idea for that. All right, so where should the entrance be? I think the entrance should be over here, if we can fit it. So it's going to be an entrance like this. But it's going to be weird, right? Oh, we can't do that. Uh-oh. Okay. So I'm going to have to change color to concrete color. There we go. I guess we have to do this side. Okay, so this here like this. Alright, so you're gonna have to how are you gonna do that? Yeah, you can't do it from here either. There is no good way in here. Crap. And we have to have this. Now we can't even go that way with it. Huh. Okay. Oops. Oh, that's fine. This one's a 4 meter. Alright, let's put these walls back. That ain't gonna work. Oh, you know what? I got it. It'll have to be an outside staircase. Alright, so I know how to do that. If we go ahead and grab... let's figure out where the walkway is. Because the walkway's at this level. Okay, interesting. Alright, but can we come in underneath that? If we put this back, can we make the entrance here and then have a way to get up? Like if we take out this and we make a stairway up from the... Interesting. Okay, let's just say that. Alright, so what we do then is we go to foundations. We go to a 4 meter half foundation. Change that to zoop or vertical. There we go. And then we're gonna have to use a walkway, or like a like this. Should we do? We'll do ramps. Ramps are fine. Oh. Where did that go? I heard it get placed, so it went somewhere. And then we'll just do ramps like that. Zoop that one. There we go. Okay, so then what we do is we go to walls, and we go to the 4 meter, because I believe these are 4 meter. You can't place them on the middle of the foundation like that, unless you have this. So if you do this, take a wall, that, and you go 4 meter. There we go. Dirt to dirt. God, I can do that. Okay, and then we got materials, and we're going to turn this into fix-it wall so that it matches. We're going to color it so that it matches. Oops. Concrete structure. Okay, there we go. Got an entrance. Oh, let's color this here. Alright. I'll have to put obviously a wall down. Yeah, so so I'm gonna get rid of, well, I don't need to get rid of it. Let's grab our central doorway here. Change it to fix it, color it. All right. You have to put it down another door, I think. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit of a color bug there. Let's walk away. So if your doorway won't color, just place down another doorway and then delete it, and it colors it. After you've colored it, of course. So yeah, basically what I want is I want not a full foundation, let's go half foundation. So foundation, half, there, we need a 1 meter. That way. And then what we'll do is we'll have a dual staircase coming up. Architecture, stairs. Okay, done. Perfect. Very nice. I actually want to see if I can support this somehow. Like if we go small pillar things. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, maybe we can do these. Oh, I can't get rid of it. We need to put that on zoom mode. Then we can pull it down. Down. That one didn't get placed properly. Just freaking lag, man. I don't know if you guys can see the lag, but it's definitely hit me pretty hard in certain areas. I definitely do have a little bit more FPS, though, I will say that. I might be leaving this on, leaving this on a high instead of max. Now, I can do max graphics, and if I'm not recording, I will get 60 FPS for the most part, except for when I'm in a lag area, like the area we just left, where I put in that train station. Unfortunately, I can't continue the supports from there. That's fine. As long as it just kind of looks the part, should be alright. But yeah, that laggy area where we're getting the copper, that's where I'll get lag a lot of the time, but it's just because the area just is laggy. That's all it is. There is no real explanation. But yeah, when I'm not recording, at max graphical settings, I can play. Oh, hello there, Ant Piece. Weird Ant Piece. How do I get rid of you? There we go. Just like that. I just noticed that. It's like, what the heck? Alright, there should be a, also that does remind me, there should be a ramp somewhere. This area. I have to jump down here to find it. No? Where the heck did that go? It's like, I know we placed it. I just don't know where. Not there. Like, I heard it place. I just don't know where it went. It's like a catwalk. Or, yeah, it was a catwalk. Placed. Oh, hey, there it is. It's like, it's somewhere. Okay. So yeah, how many ingots are we producing? Okay, so 60 per minute times 20, right? 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, so 60 per minute times 20. We'll go out to our sign. Oh yeah, let's get rid of that glitchiness as well. Change this to tiny. Control K. Bam. Now what you can do as well, if you don't want this, if you want this to match this, if you take this crosswalk, actually, still taking that crosswalk, get rid of your modern railings, or your railings, whatever, and then make this T crossing here. And snap it, and it should go above, like it goes just ever so slightly above the foundation. That way you can have a foundation there, without having to have a foundation, without having to see it. See it, and now it all matches. Beautiful. Alright, so above this, we're going to go to organization. And we're going to go 2 meter. This here. See, this consumes 2 things into 1 thing. So 2 things into 1 thing. So I'm going to change this. So we're going to select colors. White. That's not what I meant. Sorry. This one needs to be white. There we go. And we'll change this over to aluminum ingots. Yeah, see, the aluminum ingots got like little bands around them, little black bands. That's what I was trying to mimic. You know, somewhat of a style. Doesn't have to mimic it perfectly. Select image. Then we're going to change this to aluminum ingot. Aluminum ingots. Okay. We're going to Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. That way the white setting is also set. And then let's see. So we're consuming 90 aluminum scrap per minute or 90 times 20. So let's do that. Yeah, we already had that. So 90 times 20, 1800. So select the image. Find the aluminum scrap bucket. I'll probably scroll on past it sometime, at some point. It should be around this area. So here's the aluminum. It's... I guess we'll just search for it, because I'm too dumb to find it. There it is. Aluminum scrap. Select image. Scrap, and then we'll put in here per minute. Control C, Control V, Control V. I don't know where that scrap bucket is. Oh, there it is, right next to that. People are probably screaming at me. And then we're also consuming coal, aren't we? No, silica. So I'm stupid, sorry. We're consuming silica. Which is right there. Okay. So we're consuming 1800 per minute. And then how much silica? 75 times 20. 1500. And then 60 times 20. 1200. 1200 per minute, okay. And this system is perfectly balanced. We can't overclock. I mean, we can, but we'd have to up a lot of different things. Change a bunch of different stuff. So 1200 per minute is going to be our max. So we already have these two calculated, so I need to calculate the 1200 per minute aluminum ingots. So I'll have to go over to our board again and go type that in for our aluminum ingots production. Okay. Get rid of that ladder. Oop. Good things are happening again. I think I'm just going to leave the ladders as I put them up. I need to. So this is, yep, aluminum ingots. And we want production. 1200. So production is 1200 per minute. So I can see that there. Eventually all this is going to get compressed down onto a board inside the main city hall, or inside the main city building. This is going to be the tallest building as well. I'm going to make the biggest skyscraper for this to encase this thing, this space elevator. Okay, so 1200 ingots per minute. So if we go over here, we go aluminum sheets. Aluminum sheets. So we need 300. Just grab one of these. Quick. So in order to do that, 10 per minute, we need. I'm gonna put aluminum sheets as the chair. Real quick, and then we're going to select image. This one's going to be aluminum sheets, or aluminum ingots, sorry. And then this one's going to be copper ingots. Okay, that way I can get a sense of where everything's at. Type in per. Oh, whoops. Just exit out of this. Control C. be. Just change the images again. Which one is this one? Copper. Oops. Did not apply the image. Sheet. All the aluminum sheet area. Okay. Then we're going to do the same once more. Control C. Control D. Control D. This is going to be aluminum ingots again. And this one's going to be casings. Okay. Because it's just aluminum ingots to aluminum casings. This one is the only one that takes copper. Okay. So now we can write in numbers and things just real quick. Aluminum sheets. So if we want to do 10 per minute or 10 machines, we do 300 aluminum sheets per minute, which is over the amount here. So aluminum sheets per minute, we wanted 150. We're now going to do 300. Oh, it gets rid of the thing. I should just. Okay, so it needs 30, so 300, so it's 1 to 1 there. So 300. Okay. And then how much copper? 10 per minute, so 100 copper ingots per minute. That's all that's needed. Okay, so 300 of that 1200 is being used now. We'll just call that as being used. So now O again, and aluminum casing. So aluminum casing 60 per minute, so that's 600. 600 aluminum casings per minute, which we don't even need. We're going to do it anyway because it's fun, because fun times. 600. Like, I think we needed, what I calculated here was 5 aluminum casings per minute. It's going to be like one machine. 600 per minute, so that's 10 machines. And then we go back to aluminum casings. And it was 90 per minute. So we just take 90 times 10 is 900. Oops. So 900 gets, so 900 plus 300, 9, 10, 11, 12. There you go. Perfect. So 1200 ingots per minute. We're going to be using all of them. All right, let's go over here to the board. That's the plan. That's what we're going to do. Let's go over here to the board. And we're going to go to the consumption. I need the ladder over here, actually. This side. We're going to be consuming the 1200. So perfect. It's a perfect number. It's more than enough. And we're not going to be using all those aluminum casing. We're not going to be using 600 per minute. That's just not going to happen. But we will be using a lot of aluminum sheets. So what we might have to do is underclock these and overclock these at some point. That might be what just has to happen. Okay. Alright, let's do it. So since we're doing 10 each, we're going to take up both the big blocks back here. And we'll just do one building per, rather than having a large building. We'll just do one building per. Should be good. Okay, since we're going to do that. 2, 3. Like normal. 2, 3. 3. Two, 3. Backward walls, 1 meter. This is the roof, essentially. Okay. And where's the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these two. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Just gonna do this. So should it be the aluminum ingots or the aluminum sheets or the aluminum casings? I think the aluminum casings should probably go on this side. That's what I'm thinking. Shenanigans. Because the aluminum casings are going to need to go towards batteries as well as those cubes. Those cube things. Those pressure cubes. And this is technically the closest to that. To where we're going to be having those blenders. So, yeah, we'll do aluminum casings here. Select aluminum casings. Oops, I'm going to change the text color. Yeah, aluminum casings here. Plus, yeah, the aluminum ingots. This block is technically closer to the aluminum factory, so there you go. There we go. That's all I wanted. But, no. Control C. Control V, Control V. It's fine. Whatever. So this is going to take... Select... Oops. So... Control C. Control... Can I see the other sign, please? Control V. Yep. And then this one's going to be the aluminum casings. I can find them. There. Okay. Alrighty. And then it's, what was it? It was 900 and 600, wasn't it? I have to make sure. It's like I just gotta make sure. Yeah, 900 ingots, 600 casings. Let's make our way back over here. Go and do this one. This will be the aluminum sheets. Now this one's gonna be, so whichever block, or this block, hopefully this block is bigger, or at least the same size, because I gotta put machines in here, 5 per side. So hopefully we have that. So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this block is slightly larger. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Double check, triple check, 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 check. All the checks. Give her a 1-meter wall for a roof. Eventually, I need to put proper roofs on these buildings. The only time I think when I finish the game is when I'm going to put roofs on all the buildings. When everything's at 100% efficiency, stuff like that. Of course, we might not get that far because, like I've said in the past, once we get to 1.0, when the game if the game fully releases before we finish this save, we're not going to finish this save. We're going to go to the new story mode. Brand new game, no mods. Just stock vanilla. But that could be forever from now. So we just don't know when that's going to happen. Just kind of a roll of the dice. Just making sure. Let's grab that. Here with it. So bang, and then bang, bang, bang. So it's color, white. Change this. So it's color. Okay, we're just gonna do aluminum sheets then. Just easier. Got it. Okay. So how many? So I'll have to go back, obviously, and check the sign. Okay, so 300, 100, 300. 300, 300. Both aluminum is 300, and then the copper is 100. Got it. Okay. So we're just going to go 300 per minute. Go Control C, Control V, Control V. Okay. Just gotta change the icon. This one's gonna be 100 before I forget. Try and reach that sign up there. I need a remote. Where's the remote to these signs? The heck? Alright, now the ingots, and then copper. Okay, so we got 300, 100, 100, 100. Okay, there we go. So now we got both of these set up and ready to go. Now I do know the numbers as well on how to set this up. So let's just do a quick build of both of these. One's going to be obviously assemblers, and one's going to be constructors. This one's going to be constructors. Alrighty, so there's the constructors for the aluminum casings. all set up and ready to go. Let's do the assemblers on this factory now. We're gonna kind of build them simultaneously. What I do wish is if I had a second like Steam account and another PC, I could do some building montages. That'd be pretty cool. And things like that. Okay, so there is the assemblers for the aluminum sheets. So now we just got to get the splitters and mergers set up. Right, there is the splitters, and the mergers are now in place. Let's go to the other side and do the same thing. Well, it's not going to be exactly the same. It'll be similar, because these are constructors. Now, I know it's heresy to put assemblers over here, but just because it's for aluminum, so rare case. A rare case of the assembler in the constructor district. Conveyor splitter. Alright, let's go. Okay, there is the splitters. They are in place. Okay, there is all of the mergers. They are now in place. So now we gotta do, we should probably do conveyor lifts next, or we should do power next. Yeah, let's get power set up first, because it's easier to do without all the stuff in the way. Okay, and that's the power setup for this building. So let's go over to the other side and get power set up over here as well. And then we'll start with the conveyor liftings. The conveyor liftings of the conveyors. All the stuffs and things and whatnot. Okay, and there's the wiring for this, for the assemblers. Alright, I guess next is conveyor lifts. Also got both these buildings connected via power, so. And then once the system's fully hooked up, then I'll hook up the last little bit to power. But yeah, both of these buildings are interconnected. Okay, so there's all the conveyor lifts for the aluminum sheets, as well as their respective beam supports to make it look like the floor is supporting them. Yeah, just for fun. That's funny, you can see me, like, whee! I was in that little camera. It's pretty funny. Alright. Conveyor lifts for this side, go! Okay. Conveyor lifts are done. Now we just gotta get belts in here. We gotta do the upper belts and the lower belts on it's gonna be a mess. Right. Let's do it. Do the lower belts first, I think. And then we're gonna do the lower belts on the other side. The other factory. Alright, and there's all the lower belts with their respective decoration road barriers. So now we'll go to the other side and do that side. And once that, then it'll go a little bit faster. Doing the road barriers thing it looks good, but it also takes forever to do. Ugh. It is insane. And this one's going to take even longer because there's going to be double the belts on this one. Alright. Back to the grindstone. Alright. And there's all of that done. And their respective road barriers as well. Okay, so now we just got to do the upper belts on this section, and that section, and then go to the other factory and do the same. Alright, that's all the upper belts done. Everything's all connected. Now, I'm not going to do the inputs here until we have both the materials ready to input into it, wherever they're coming from. That way I know where to put the lift and the conveyor lifts and the belts and stuff. Alright, so over to the other side and we'll do the same thing. This one's going to be a little bit easier, though. There's less beltage. I did have to buy more aluminum sheets as well, so we can continue, because I'm just building with Mark V at this point, since we're really close to making sheets anyway. Okay, so there's that. Those are all now hooked up. And I also realized my mistake. People were probably screaming at me about it. We need 900 for all 10 of these machines. We need 900 aluminum ingots per machine. Or not per machine, but for the entire system. Then we need 90 per machine. There's 10 machines, 900, and there's no belts that go that fast. So I need to redo the input. I have an idea. It's going to take some doing, though. If we leave everything the same, and I just move the splitters over, I'll have to rebuild some stuff, but yeah, it's fixable. Just a pain. There we go. Like I said, fixable. Just was a pain in the butt. That's all it was. Anyway, yes. Everything's now hooked up to all their respective machineries and such. We just got to be careful not to build foundations and walls while it's raining. For some reason, the smart mod, as well as the micromanage, have issues. They tend to crash the game when it's raining. Don't ask me why. I think it might be because of the way everything is, but oh, good, it didn't rain very long. Okay. I do like the rain. It's just mods break them, or rain breaks some of the mods. It makes the game crash. Yeah, well, but yeah, that's all the. Oh no, it's raining again. Wait. I was like, are we technically under a roof here, or what? Also can't use the F key while it's raining either. No, it's not raining here. Well, it is, but... yeah, weird. It's like the clouds are intermittent, which is cool. I do like the clouds. They did a good job on those clouds. They're not perfect, but they are fluffy and cloud-like. They're not just a skybox. They're an actual entity, which is awesome. Okay, what next? Oh yeah, so we've got to get aluminum ingots over there now, as well as copper ingots. Oh, we should look at how many. So we need 100 copper ingots per minute, and we should look at how much we're going to be, or how much we're producing currently. Because I don't think we need to overclock, but well, we are overclocked. I don't think we need to add any more, but we shall see. It's like, well, at least now we're actually within. We're able to have enough ore coming in for 100% efficiency. Where is copper ingots? 1,800. We're consuming 1,500. We just need 100 extra. So we're just going to add 100 onto that sign. So now we're using 650, and then we just need to get ourselves a belt to go over there. Which is going to be interesting. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I haven't decided on how I'm going to get a copper line over there. It's like what we could do is we could just split off of one of the lines that are not being used and just pull it straight into the ground and take it over there. That is an option. Need to get up there, up onto the main bus to see which lines are being used and whatnot. So I might just take a line. So we've got 3 copper lines currently coming out of this thing. Are we using all 3? Let's see here. Looks like we're using all 3. Okay, so we'll have to pull. We're probably going to have to pull another belt. Yeah, all 3 are going towards copper wire and copper sheets. Okay, so we're going to have to get a new belt coming off of there. But we are producing enough copper ingots. We just gotta figure out which belt we can pull from. Which is, like I said, a little bit of a pain. See, these are all Mark IVs. Are the Mark IVs good enough? They should be. I'm just wondering how much is being outputted here. And because we're merging all the lines from 6 belts into 3 or something like that. Yeah, because these end up merging. Can't see. We should not be using the foundation tool. I don't want to freeze the game. Might be already too late. So yeah, 3 belts per side. Okay, so however many that is per belt. Okay, so 75 copper ingots per machine, so 1. It's raining over here. Never mind. The roofs don't stop the rain from getting in. So 75. How many? Can I go down below? Shouldn't be using the F key. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Game's gonna freeze. 1, 2, 3. Just use it. See, I would have separated this. So it's 12. It's 4. Okay, 4 machines per belt. All right. So if it's 4 machines per belt, so then we take that 75. Was it? Yeah. Take that 75 times 4. So it's 300 per belt. So we're combining 2 belts. Okay, so we need to upgrade this to Mark V then. Because it's currently doing... Yeah, if each belt is 300, then we're combining both belts. That's going to combine those into 600, which can't be utilized by Mark IV. Oof, that's not going to be fun. So the combining, well, we just need to do the outputs, don't we? Yeah, so we just need to do the outputs. We might be, I might be doing some correction, some belt correction and stuff. Getting some of these belts up to Mark V and whatnot over the weekend, and then Monday we'll just have to wait till Monday to actually produce copper sheets and casings. Because our episode's probably running out. We're probably past time now. For usable footage, that is. Whatever. As well as I need to reconfigure that main bus line there a little bit. It's a little bit of a mess. I need to kind of redo it just a little bit. As well as I need to start upgrading stuff to Mark V. We'll do the copper ingots. I'll upgrade to Mark V for now. At least until they get to their respective buildings, and then that'll be Mark IV from there. I'll just leave that, and then what I'll do is, if I get time over the weekend, I'll run a copper belt line over here for copper ingots, and I'll also run a aluminum ingot belt line, or 3 belt lines to all these machines here. Okay, so yeah, since I need to do all that, it's probably going to take me another couple of hours at the very least in order to get all that set up. And I'm not feeling the best currently. I don't really feel like playing this game for another 2 to 3 hours trying to get all that fixed, because it is going to take a few hours to reconfigure that system to make it usable for what we need it currently, because it's a little bit of a mess. I got to tear up the floor. I got to redo belt lines, stuff like that. As far as the copper factory is concerned. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I'll see if I can get that done this weekend. If I can, then obviously all we'll do is be hooking up power and then hooking up the belts and getting aluminum casings and aluminum sheets. I also got to do the outputs for these buildings as well over to the main bus line. So that's going to be interesting to get all that stuff over there. Anyways, like I said, that's going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, which will be Monday, you all have yourselves a great weekend. And like I said, until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.